Christine, and I'm here with Camp Smarts. And I took the opportunity that the weather was so great today to come out for a little walk. And I brought my day pack just to show you what it is that I usually carry. Many of the things that I have in this day pack are things that I just move from my day pack into my backpack if I'm going backpacking or if I'm going portaging or whatever the case may be. So starting just from the outside, the day pack I have here is not maybe the best day pack, but it's the one I've got. It's a Mountain Equipment Co-op Socrates bag, and it's not the greatest because it is a little bit heavy. It weighs about 594 grams, and I'm really hoping to bring it down to below 100 grams for the pack. It does have a lot of great pockets, which is something that's great. In the top pocket, I will usually carry things like insect repellent, sunscreen, lip balm, so not survival material, but nonetheless important things. I have a little thermometer just as a curiosity what the temperature is. It says it's 20 degrees right now, and it certainly feels warmer than that. But anyway, another thing I have in here is my pack cover. It is also a Mountain Equipment Co-op pack cover, and in case it rains and you want to keep everything dry, I really like these pack covers. There's really nothing to them. I've got the same ones for my backpack but bigger. This is a small size one, and all it is you just put it in, you cinch it up the size that you want to. It's also great if you want to just sit somewhere and it's wet. You can always sit on it. I'm actually going to use it just to put the things that I have in my backpack right now to show you what it is that I carry. In my other pocket, I have a bottle of water. Now in this case I just have one of these bottles. I don't like the Aquafina bottles or some of the other really scrunchy type plastic bottles. This one's pretty sturdy. It's still pretty light. Sometimes I'll carry Nalgene, sometimes I'll carry Platypus. It really depends on the mood, I guess. Some extra cord in that pocket as well. Now on the outside pocket here, I've got a first aid kit, and I can go into the first aid kit at some other point in time. Basically all it is the Adventure Medical Kit for group size of blood for 1 to 2 days. It's the ultralight watertight one. Besides what it came with, I did add some more things. Like I said, something to be seen at maybe some other point in time. Then I've also got a little sewing kit. Sometimes if something needs to be fixed up or whatever it may be. This is a North 49 Backpackers sewing kit, which I've added some extra strength thread to. I have had to use it before for camping to actually fix up part of a tent, so good thing to have with you. It's got all the safety pins, needles, some extra buttons. You get the idea. Then I've got, because of the cameras that I carry, I will carry some extra batteries, and I carry them in this little pocket water pouch. Also Mountain Equipment Co-op. You can tell I really like them. But yeah, I'll carry some extra batteries for the camera and some extra SD cards. Now the camera I'm using is a point and shoot. It's a Casio Xlim. It's waterproof, which is why I use it all the time. It's great for when I go portaging. I don't have to worry about it getting wet. Many times I'll actually carry it inside of my my life jacket and leave it at that, and not have to worry too much about it. Another thing I have, now if you look at the inside of this backpack, so I can actually open this quite far down. I guess this is meant to be for like cell phones and things like that. I have a multi-tool in here. I have a Leatherman, can't remember the Leatherman Blast actually. I was going to say I didn't remember the make of it, but it's a Leatherman Blast. What I liked about it was the fact that it's a pair of pliers. It's also got cutters. And of course it has all the other things that most of them would normally have. Scissors, blades, saw. I mean, it's pretty good. It is, however, quite heavy, and I'm strongly considering not carrying it. I mean, in a day pack, I'm not really carrying that much weight, so it doesn't really make much difference. But on a regular basis, I think I would want to avoid that extra weight in there. I have lots of lighters in just about every little pocket I can find. I can fit them in. I like these lighters. I get them from the dollar store, from Dollarama. They're I'd like them to be transparent so I could actually see the amount of fuel in them. But the main thing I like about them really is just how the flame comes out. I mean, you can't see it. It's blue. It's a blue flame. So it's pretty cool. Lights anything that you need really quickly, and I don't have a problem with that. So inside of my pack, I have now today's a really nice warm day, but temperatures do change. I've got a long sleeve, lightweight shirt. Again, Mountain Equipment Co-op, and they actually have different types of shirts where they'll call them lightweight or midweight, and really it's the way the material is inside. It will be a little bit heavier or a little bit lighter, so it's actually really great. Just something in case you need some extra warmth. Skullcap, again, most of the heat will escape through your head, so if you do get cold, it's great to have a little skull cap. It even has a little hole for a ponytail if you want to have your hair up. Another thing that's important, I find, is to just have always an extra pair of socks. Sometimes you might just get, your feet might get cold, and I think if you have cold feet, or I mean, like, if you have warm feet, I should say, if you have warm feet and a warm head, the rest of your body kind of goes along with it. This is my carry case for my camera. Not much to be said there. Some extra cord. I've got them cut into different sizes because they've been used for different things. I keep it in a Ziploc bag just so it doesn't get tangled up with other things that are inside the bag. Then, obviously, you always have to be ready for weather. So I have my rain pants and my rain jacket. And I have them separately because sometimes I want one or the other, not necessarily both. And again, I'm keeping them in Ziploc bags just so things stay separate. I just find that it's easier to go through them. I've got a tripod here. This is one of the Joby Gorilla Pods, and they pretty much will wrap around anything you need. So if you need to put it around a branch or something, those are really great for that. I find I'll use this if I go portaging or backpacking even, where I don't really want to be carrying a big tripod. Food. You always have to have some extra food with you. In terms of food, now obviously I just brought this today to show as an example. I don't usually carry this much food necessarily for a day in my day pack for just a short hike. Something that's very good is some pemmican. I'm not a jerky girl. I really can't get myself to like any sort of beef jerky. Anyway, chicken jerky is a little bit better, but I'd just rather not have any of that. I just don't really like the taste of it. Bars. When it comes to bars, I really prefer the Cliff Bars and Lara Bars. These are by far my favorite. They can really take a beating. Some granola bars, by the time you go to eat them, they're all, in little pieces. I find these really keep their shape. Also, in a survival situation, if you're trying to create a trap with a snare or any other kind of trap to be able to catch something more substantial to eat, sometimes just a little bit of an energy bar seems to do the trick. At least from what I've seen from videos with Les Stroud, that's what he seems to do. There are some other granola bars. These ones are great because they're mostly seeds. These are the Taste of Nature. They're organic. And I mean, if you're trying to catch a bird, I would think they would go sooner for the seeds than necessarily for anything else in the bar. And then of course you've got your trusty old trail mix. Everybody's going to have their favorite, play around with it. I really like the taste of this trail mix, but it actually has little yogurt pieces, and they don't do very well in the heat. So I'm eating it all at home because it doesn't really fare very well on the trail. So that's pretty much it for food for a day trip. Unless you're going for like a full day where you actually need to think about lunch. Then I've got my survival kit. And now this is going to be pretty much a whole other video, which I will go into. I know the sheer size of this scares people, and I am trying to work on it to get it smaller. I have my knife on the belt of the pack, just because I never wear a belt, so there's really no other way for me to carry this knife. So I figure that if it's in here, you know, if I decide that I can't run with this whole thing and just stay with the other pack, that's what it would be. Also, part of my survival pack, although it doesn't really fit in there, is an emergency tent. And all this is basically the same material as emergency blankets are made out of. And I actually got this at Dollarama for $2, I believe. And it comes with some cord, although it's not the best quality cord, which is why I still carry extra cord anyway. Also, I mean, if you need to make snares or something, right? But it's an A-style tent, and if I actually had to stay the night out, I'd really be a lot more comfortable if I knew that I had a little tent. So that's pretty much what I have in my day pack. I will do other videos where I will show exactly what's inside of my first aid kit, and definitely my survival kit. I find these are always very interesting to watch what people have in there, and maybe you can learn something from it as well. Hope you learned something with what I carry in my day pack. If you have any suggestions of things I can add, things I can take away, because those are always great suggestions, because right now this is what I'm comfortable with, but if somebody can show me a different way of doing things, I'm definitely open to it. And yeah, that's it. Just go out, enjoy the great weather, and be prepared. Okay? Bye.